Hello everyone! Welcome to the third part of the tutorial of how to make a Disney, not a Disney castle, a castle dollhouse inspired in a Disney castle. Today we're gonna make the gates, the main gates of the castle, and also we want to start making like something happened. I decided to do the Rapunzel Tower to add to the layout of the castle. So let's work. First, we want to do a rectangle from 6 centimeters. I don't know how many inches are. By I recall we're 19. You remember I record the audio after. Well, we wanna draw a circles in the corners of our cardboard cut rectangle cardboard cut, and we're gonna make the circles guiding us of toilet paper rolls, because those gonna be our little towers in the sides of the main gate. So like it's like a E shape. You see the two circles are in the upper and down part, and the middle part of the E it's a little bit larger. Like in this moment I make it a little bit short. I'm cutting out more cardboard to add to this part. So now I'm adding like C squares, like letter C squares to put in these parts, because these are gonna are the ornaments of the castle. I don't know how we can call this part of down of the one up of the gate, that is this, that this has this shape. Well, so um we are doing this. So now we are gluing the toilet papers to make the parts of the castle. Now we're gonna glue the wall, and in that wall we're gonna make the gate. First we're gonna measure, like there was like 17, I recall 17 centimeters long. That this part is it's going to be from one tower to the another tower, and then we're gonna cut another part of cardboard that it's going to be all the large of the towers. Well, the inside, what are you seeing, the inside of the towers, and then we're gonna glue another one is from the outside of the tower in the same place. So we're gluing it here, and now we're gonna add some support in the back, gluing these pieces of cardboard in the back to make it more sturdy and more firm. So now I'm starting to cut triangles for make the round pointy part of on the bottom part of the tower. So I'm gluing this in this part, and now we're going to make them the gate. So we're gonna make the open of the gate. I'm trying to glue the part, but now our measurement to make the glue as we did before with the descendants gate, we're going to cut it in half, and then we're gonna glue it. Now I see it's a little bit shorter, then I cut a little more to make it more even, to make it more open, the gate. And now I'm adding the last part of the castle. Now I'm gluing it. So we are adding more glue to make it more sturdy, with more support. I see it got a little short when I measurement with the box that we made in the past video. So I cut it in half. Now we're gonna fix that little problem that it came when I measured the gate to the box. Now I'm gluing one part. I'm measuring how much the gap it's going to be, and then I'm going to start to prepare our cardboard for gluing. We're gonna glue the sides of the tower to glue it now. Sorry, I'm talking like this. So we are gluing it now. Now we add the sides of the gate. Now we're gluing it to the box, to this ballroom box. We're still not ending this one. This one's gonna end it, I think, in the next video, how we're gonna make more support and we're gonna finally add the layers of papel mache. So now I glue one. Now we're preparing the other one. Again, we're gonna cut strips of cardboard, long strips, long and wide strip of cardboard to glue the gate, and now we're gonna fill the gaps with more cardboard. So that's what we are doing here. Now we are measurement and gluing the parts that we need to fill, and now we're going to add, because the hole it got a little bigger, now we're gonna make it shorter, because in that part it's supposed to be the shield of the castle. Now we're gluing back the first part we do. We are coming back and we are adding the missing parts that come in the down part of the castle. So now we're making sure everything is get even, and now we're gonna start to make the turrets of the balcony of the gate. So we're gonna cut one yes and one no, and we're gonna start to glue it in the gate, in the top part of the gate, following the line. So sorry for my dog, he's barking. Well, my dog's sister is barking and I can't do anything. Well, now we wanna make the other side of the turret. You see, we're gonna draw the lines and then we're gonna cut them, and we're gonna cut one yes and one no, and then we're gonna glue it again to the top part of the gate. So nice what we're doing here. Sorry for not catching the angle of the camera really okay, but sometimes I can doing things and start and checking if we are filming right, because it's a little bit distracting checking if we are recording okay. Well, we have to measurement, and now it's how it looks. Now the gate looks more like a castle, like the Disneyland castle, but now we want to add the like you see it can be in a second floor and entrance. We're gonna simulate that the entrance goes all the way down to the bottom, to the floor of the castle. So we're gonna add some strips of cardboard to the sides, and now I'm cutting those strips to make them, to put them in the bottom box. We're gonna doing like L shapes with the measurements for to get a good match with the gate that we just made. Now that I have it, it got missed a little bit, so I'm cutting some more cardboard and I'm gluing to the bottom parts of the strips we cut before and we are checking before. So now we're gonna glue it in those sides so we can see, and now it's how we get this. Now we figure out this in this part, the dolls, you can see really the doll's face. So in this part we're going to put a little Mickey Mouse or a fairy, that the fairies are much shorter than the dolls, and we're gonna add the Rapunzel Tower for the Rapunzel room in the castle, and we're gonna add to the castle. You see, I'm measuring this Mickey Mouse, but it's a little bit shorter, so I decide to go with this one. It's a little bit bigger, but I still is a little bit short. So I'm starting to put a fairy in here, to put Tinkerbell there. So now we are missing one room, so we're gonna add the Rapunzel Tower in that part. So we're gonna start to work in the tower. Now this is the layout we have, and we're gonna add later the decoration of each rooms when we apply the, the layer of papier mâché. Now with egg box, we're going to do the Rapunzel Tower. That's we're gonna use almost all the box. So with a lot of can of paint, I don't know, paint, with a paint bucket, we are going to make the circle, and then we're gonna cut it, and with the other part we're gonna make the walls, the circular walls of the tower. So our measurement in the middle, I cut out a hole for the window. It's like a rectangle with a half circle in the top, and that's what I'm doing now. You see I'm cutting it, and now we are getting sure the roundness of the cardboard, make it so round to glue it to the floor that we just cut. Now measurement, the tower has like a little pop-up window, and that's we I marked there. So now we're gonna do the top of the tower, the cone of the top of the tower. So a measurement with the cardboard that we left behind, the left cardboard from this the circle cut out, we are using those parts to make the cone of the tower. So like I missed one, I transfer the pattern to that part of the cardboard, and I am starting to checking out the window to make the supports of the window, the parts that pop out from the bottom or from the top, and we're going to start to glue everything together to make sure everything is even and everything it's the size it's supposed to be. So now we are checking out that I glued the two parts, those two sides together, and then the third part I added later. And as you see, it's a little bit down. So we're gonna cut the center of this part, and we're gonna have these moon crest shapes, this kind of moon crest shapes, and we want to glue it to the top to make the cone of the top of the tower. Now you see I'm gluing it, and now we adding the pop-up window. We are measurement over the what we're doing, and we're gonna make it look more like a medieval window. So that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna cut a square, and then I'm gonna cut out a triangle, and I'm gonna glue it to the sides. And now we're going to glue it one short piece to the side to make it look like the Tower of Rapunzel, the Rapunzel Tower from the movie. So now with the circle, we're going to put it to make the rooftop of the tower. So I'm gluing it, and now we are doing it. So to make it really go the circle, this is a large cone, and then we wanna do a short and long cone from the top, and I'm adding the pieces that got missed when I cut it. I cut it a little bit short, so I'm adding now those pieces. Now we wanna do like this. We wanna make sure everything is okay and our doll fit really well inside this tower. Now we wanna do the cone. I glue a toilet paper to the side to the little tower is in the tower, and now I roll off a tube of cardboard, and then I cut out some parts in the top to make the chimney. Now with the left cardboard, we're gonna measure two parts equal, two parts equal, And we're gonna sorry, we're going to make the support of the tower that's going to be behind the castle. So now we're going to attach it together with tape. So we're gonna, like there two, we're gonna unite it with tape, so we have a big cylinder. And now we're gonna glue it, and we are measuring the window. We're gonna make the window from the outside. You see how it's like what it's like a pop-up window. And we're gonna adding the supports, the the side supports, the beams, and that's what we're doing here. We are adding the beams, and we're gonna roll into a spiral. We're gonna roll into spiral the cardboard to make the ornaments of the beams that goes in the top part. And then we're gonna roll like two, and we're gonna glue it, and then we're gonna start to making. Sorry for not recording the part when I do the rooftop of the window. So in this very moment I'm doing the rooftop, and then we're gonna do the support of the back. We're gonna add this part, and for support we're gonna add support in the down part of the tower. And now is how the tower got. I hope you like the video. Please share, subscribe, and ring the bell button, and we'll see you the next time. I hope you enjoyed the video. So bye.